Hi there, we're the Littles. I'm Josh.
And I'm Tamara.
And we have recently gone down the microbiome rabbit hole. We have gone crazy over the last 4 weeks. Since we first started learning about this, we've read books, we've read research papers, documentaries, TED Talks, everything we could get our hands on about this whole idea of gut health and healing yourself from the inside out.
We believe the microbiome is a major development in health and disease prevention, and we're pretty excited about it.
It answers a ton of the questions that we have had previously about health and disease prevention and brain function and mood and depression. It just clicked when we started to get our hands on it. So that's why we're making these videos, is we're excited to share these things.
So we've decided we're going to take the next 12 weeks and use what we've learned to change our diet, to replace the flora and fauna that has really taken abuse over all these years, and to try to heal our gut and our microbiome. We're ready to put what we've learned to work.
And so we've started by eating very clean. We've put what we've learned in these books to work. So our diet mainly looks like fruits, veggies, some grains, a little dairy just in butter and yogurt, and meat very sparingly. We've eliminated all processed foods, harmful substances, anything that could cause or promote inflammation. So that means we've removed gluten, we've removed dairy almost entirely, we've removed sugar, most grains, and the hardest thing for us, which is diet soda.
That one's hard, but we can do it. We've also ordered quite a few healthy supplements that we've read about, things that our biome just is missing, along with probiotics and prebiotics to just speed things up, rather than just focusing on those foods that we're putting in.
Yeah, and to speed things up also, we've submitted a sample to a company called Viome that will inspect what's in our gut and tell us. It's basically, you send them a stool sample and they measure everything and tell you what's living in there, what's out of balance, and then they make recommendations based on what foods you should eat more of, what foods you should eat less of. So that's also kind of informing generally what we've been learning. This is kind of a very specific feedback for the individual. I don't have my results yet, but Tamara got hers yesterday, so we're excited to put that to work.
Yeah.
So 1 week in, babe.
So 1 week in.
How are we doing?
So one of the things, I don't really have many health concerns. I'm generally pretty healthy. You know, I get the occasional cold or whatever, but generally I'm pretty good. But I have noticed this year especially that I've been dealing with some anxiety issues. We've read a ton about how our microbiome and our gut health can affect our mood and our brain function, and I thought this will really help me to figure that out. I was struggling so much that I went to the doctor to ask for medication, and I hate being on the medication, but I really need it right now. So hopefully that's something that I can eliminate by healing my gut. Also, as far as weight goes, when we started, I was at 170. Now, we had just come back from vacation, so that was, maybe part of that. But I've lost 7 pounds this week, which is huge for me. I know a lot of that is, just the new change, but I'm excited to see if the inflammation in my biome can decrease and I can lose some more of that weight.
Yeah, I mean, 7 pounds is amazing for Tamara because the needle doesn't move very far for her normally. As far as myself, we started 8 days ago. I am probably the sickie in the relationship. I have had kind of more chronic illness over time. I've had cancer. I've taken a lot of antibiotics kind of my whole life. I have sinus issues and allergies that flare up. And so I've just had a number of issues over the years. So that's why a lot of this kind of just made sense for me, and it's totally worth trying. Where I was last week when we started, I started at 288 pounds. Again, just got back from vacation, so, but still, like, we were not doing well before that. Today I'm 275 pounds, so that's 13 pounds. Now, that's crazy results. We have lost, we have kind of been on diets our whole married life. We've almost back to back to back. Something will work for a while, then it will stop working, and then we'll, keep, turning on this vicious cycle of getting on and off this roller coaster. So at times when we've started, we've both lost a lot of weight in the first week, but I'd have to say a combined 20 pounds is pretty remarkable. So I'm curious to see if this will continue throughout the weeks, especially weeks 6, 7, and 8, when it seems that things really start slowing down. As far as, so the weight is important to us, but really what's important is just overall health and well-being, and mental and physical fitness. And so I'll say for the first week, I haven't noticed a lot of improvements. I have noticed that mental acuity is maybe coming back a little bit. Maybe I've increased 10%. And that also, I think my cravings have kind of curbed. I would say around day 3 or 4, I noticed something changing. I remember telling Tamara, I think I've only eaten about 700 or 800 calories today. It was at the end of the day, which is very unusual for me because I'm just always hungry. I wake up hungry, I go to bed hungry, and I'm just fighting it constantly. But since like day 3 or 4, the last 3 or 4 days, I have started to feel satisfied, like full. Even today at lunch, I had a bowl of soup, which is like a joke for me for lunch. I had a bowl of soup, and I started heating up the second bowl because I'll usually eat a couple bowls of soup. And I actually put the second bowl in the fridge because I just wasn't hungry. And I'm still not hungry. It's the middle of the afternoon and we haven't had a snack yet. So something's happening there. And I've noticed the same behavior with Tamara. The snacking is kind of reduced. We're going longer and longer. One of the issues we are seeing though is water. I am not drinking enough water. We were both diet soda addicts. What was yours?
Diet Dr. Pepper.
And Diet Pepsi. We were total addicts. I mean, before this, we would drink maybe 90% of our liquids through diet soda, which is embarrassing to admit, but it's true. We even have a soda machine in our house.
Which is currently turned off. And we're trying to do the water, but it is a little boring. We've tried lemons and limes and oranges in it, and we'll get there.
Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna try the water. We're gonna try to keep it going. But I have noticed that I just forget to drink water. But I never forget to drink soda because I really like drinking soda. So what's coming up, babe?
So we're gonna keep updating you. We're gonna take those recommendations for food that we get from our Viome results and really try to work those into what we're eating.
And we've already found a number of tips and tricks and hacks just in this first week. This is kind of the reason we're making this video is we feel like there's not a lot of great content out there. So we thought, hey, why don't we make it? Why don't we show some videos of some meals we're making, some recipes, some supplements that we like or don't like, and we'll just kind of keep you updated on results. So we'll try to do updated weekly posts about our results week to week, and we'll also share those tips along the way.
So follow us on our journey. Click subscribe, and if you hit the bell below, it'll send you a notification when we post something new.
We're excited to see what happens.
Thanks.
See ya.